Hello, my Libras. Thank you so much for joining me for your April of 2019 horoscope predictions. And I also want to thank you for your support with your likes, your shares, and your comments. My channel is growing and it couldn't have happened without you and your support. This is a general reading, so for those of you who do want a personal reading, please go to my website, CassandraVanZant.com, to book your own reading. Also, you can visit my Patreon page under Cassandra Van Zant. So go to patreon.com and become a monthly patron on there. So you can choose from levels from $5 to $25 a month and learn all types of things that will help you. Everything that you do, buying my books, doing this, going on Patreon, does help support this channel and keep it going, and I really appreciate that. Speaking of books, I just published a tarot workbook for those of you who are interested in learning the tarot. The link is in the information in the bottom of the page, and also you can order it either as an ebook or as a regular book. All right, thank you so much. Let's go on and see what Libra has in store for them for the month of April 2019. So what is it that Libra needs to know? I will draw the tarot and then I will draw the after tarot to get more clarification. Your first card is the Four of Swords reversed, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. All right, what is this telling me? What do you need to know? The Four of Swords reversed is telling me that the resting period is over, Libra. It is over. So you're done with it. It's time to start moving. It's time to start seeing what it is that you want in your life. But I don't feel a lot of you are actually there yet, but that's okay. You're still very content in your life. You're content in everything. And you're starting to look at what it is that you want, because this is a page, but he is reversed, so that lessens the card. So page upright, he's looking at it, he's ready to make some type of move. I feel you're still looking at it. You're coming out of your slumber. You're looking at it and you're going, okay, I think I want to make myself even more happy and more content, and it's time to start doing things. So it's again a spring into action. Let's do things, but you don't quite know how to yet. I'm going to draw some more tarot to get a bigger story on this. So what can you tell us about the Four of Swords reversed? Nine of Swords reversed. So what is it that your slumber, you have the Nine of Swords reversed, so it's telling me that you're not as concerned about moving forward because you've had this nice rest. This is not going to be your worst nightmare. I mean, change is inevitable. Change is in all of us, and change is good. So with this change, I feel that there's still a little bit of trepidation, but nothing that is going to stop you from doing what you want. So you're content and you're happy. And what else can you tell us about Libra with this? Because you have the energy of the Queen of Swords, who is saying, I'm content and I'm happy because I know how to rule my world. And I'm not going to let anyone approach me without my say-so. So she has her hand out, but she's also got the sword in the other hand saying, okay, come here, but don't think that you're going to do any kind of changes or bring any kind of changes to me without my say-so. And that's what I feel here. No changes without my say-so. The page, what can you tell me about the page? You have the Knight of Wands reversed. So I feel that some of you are actually, you have the burner going. You have that idea. You have that thought, that projection in your mind. And you're saying, well, you know what? We could get on with this, but why aren't we yet? We're not doing it because we're not going to just leap into things. We're going to take our time and we're going to be very balanced about it. Okay, well, that makes sense. You're Libra. You're this, the balancing part. Let's see what else is coming out of this one. What can you tell us about the Nine of Swords reversed? It's going to bring you that Knight of Pentacles. Knights are all about messages. So you're waiting. You're not charging into action because you're waiting for this to come through. What is this? It's the message that you need in order to do this, in order to go forward. What can you tell us about the Queen of Swords and how she rules her world? The Queen of Swords brings you the Ace of Wands. So she's allowing something to come in, and it's going to spring up. I'm using all these references for spring. I mean, that makes sense. Spring is coming. It's going to spring up, and it's got all these leaves already budding on it. I mean, they're already growing, so it's a done deal. It's starting. This is not a speculation. This is I've done my research. I've done my due diligence. I've vetted this proposition or this person. I've done all the things that I need to do, and it's going to produce. What does the Knight of Wands tell us? The Knight of Wands is saying, reversed, is talking about temperance reversed. So I feel that everything that you're doing here, you're doing it because you want to bring back that stability. You want to bring that contentment. You want to keep it. I'm sorry. You want to keep the contentment and keep the stability. And you're going to do that because no one is going to do anything without your say-so. So I'm going to draw some after tarot and give a conclusion to these cards. So what can you tell us about the Knight of Pentacles? You have the High Priestess. So this is telling me that you know what's going on. The High Priestess is very psychic. She's also knows everything that is written, and she knows that things are coming around to where they're supposed to be. The Ace of Wands, you're bringing yourself happiness. The Ace of Wands brings you the Four of Wands, which is happiness, contentment. Look at the party. They're in the tarot. There's people dancing right here. In the after tarot, the party's there. They're getting ready to go. They're lining up behind the wagon, and it's still a celebratory time. Because you have the Ace of Wands here. It's like the idea worked. Whatever it is that you said is not going to, I'm not going to be told what to do. You did the right thing here. And Temperance reversed is bringing you Six of Pentacles. It's bringing you that. Here's the Knight who's bringing you the message, but very slowly. And it ends with the Six of Pentacles, where you're the one who is being the generous person. You're giving what you have to others, because you always get rich that way, by giving to others. And when you do that, there's no more fighting, there's no more nightmare, there's no more anything that is taking over your life, and you're getting on that right track. So thank you so much, Libra, for joining me, and as always, I will talk to you next month.